What is good, y'all? SG Game, man. It's your boy SmooveGotGame back with another Indianapolis Colts rebuild, baby. And we are getting into postseason play, but a second year in a row, man. This time you can see we're taking on the Raiders. So if you guys are ready for another episode, before we even jump into it, man, show that support. Leave a like, comment down below what you guys are thinking of the series, improvements that you feel like I can make to the series. I would love to hear them. What are some things that are stopping you from watching all the way through? What are things that stop you from subscribing? You know, if you have come back multiple times and haven't subscribed, or if you are a new person and you haven't subscribed yet, what do you want to see to subscribe? Let it be known so I can make the channel better for everybody. But today we got to focus in on the task ahead. So I'll read all that stuff after the game. Right now, Coach Cooper's got to get locked in on these Raiders, man. They have a very strong team, offensively and defensively. Max Crosby leading the up there in the AFC in sack totals. They got a young quarterback, Jacob Freeman, that isn't playing too bad, honestly, through his first year as a quarterback. 76 overall scrambler, has worked his way up to star dev now. 92 throw power, but very good at the short and medium accuracy. So, you know, a combination of both of those. Not going to be seeing a whole lot of passes deep down the field, but really turned up the offense this year. 3,400 yards, 25 touchdowns, and 15 interceptions after taking a full-time starter role this season. Last year only get to play like about half the season, it looks like. Josh Jacobs is still in the backfield, as we didn't get to see him in our first meeting. We saw more Barry Sapp than anything, but now we got to face the true beast and animal, somebody that will actually compare to Jonathan Taylor. As far as their receiving core, they got Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers, John Metchie III, who was on the squad last year. Didn't really have a role for him, but he's going in as a solid wide receiver 3 in Las Vegas. I mean, he's had a pretty good season with them. I mean, he did way more, obviously, than with us. He didn't even get on the field with us this year. 37 catches, 473 yards, 2 touchdowns, the best he's had in his career. Didn't do anything like that with Houston, unfortunately. So he's come in and made phenomenal plays. And you match those 3 up with Michael Myers. That's a good 4-piece weapon there when you want to throw the ball. And then you match it up with an offensive line that's going to keep their quarterback upright. All across the board, they're all pretty solid offensive linemen. The only weak point would be that right guard, but how many times are we just going to attack the right guard willingly? Defensively, they got a lot of solid pieces, especially on the D-line. A very good rookie here with Jaquez Hamilton, 75 overall already. Marcus Kershaw, another rookie, 83 overall. One rookie of the year this year as a defensive tackle, so obviously he's going to be a problem. Aaron Donald level threat. The rest of the front 7 is decent. So, I mean, once we get past the front 4, we should be all right. And then DBs, Nate Hobbs, Sean Murphy, Bunting, we'll kind of handle that with our receivers. Now, we are going to be without some help, though. So, you know, a little bit man down as far as our wideouts go, but they got a good DB core, good secondary in total. With, if you look at their free safeties and strong safeties, they're tight all the way around. So we're going to have to lean on this running game, I feel like, if we want to come out of here with the victory. And something I don't do too often to show you guys the pregame setups here is, of course, we do a half pass as a reward for my team when they go on a winning streak. But it's postseason time, so it's time to put them full pass back on, full intensity. I need as much boost as possible, but it's also about preparation. We're not going to take anybody lightly. It's the last basically 3 weeks of the season if we can make it through. So definitely going to work our way through, get everybody their focus player, little training skills after practice, and make sure that we are fully healthy going into this game, as it looks like on offense, despite seeing a little fatigue here. Obviously by our main starters, +5 is, I guess, pretty significant. We'll have to see if that affects the game at all. But I've seen no injuries on offense. Defense, looks like we are all good to go. So there it is. No injuries, not penalties, but no injuries at all as a team. It's just only Michael Pittman Jr. that will be out today. A couple of upgrades before we get in. Juan Barrett upgrading his run stopping ability, +2 for his block shed, which will help out today getting to that talented Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Max McClain getting an upgrade here today as well, working a little bit here on his vertical threat. So it's tight end 2 or tight end 1 if Kyle Pitts gets hurt today. We have seen him get hurt a couple times in games. Got to make sure he's catching the ball and running his routes good. Then Jelani Woods as well, making sure that he's still up to par to come in if we do have to run 3 tight end sets, or if he has to become that tight end 2 real quick. So as we go ahead and jump into things here, we are at home for the whole AFC run in the beautiful city of Indianapolis, as we are ready to kick off the divisional round. Battle against 2 young up-and-coming quarterbacks, Anthony Richardson in his 3rd year in the league, Jacob Freeman. I always call him Josh Freeman. Jacob Freeman in his 2nd year in the league, and they're going to be battling it out here to see who's going to move on to the next round of this postseason. Can the Colts go back-to-back, or will they be stopped here, one and done? We will find out here in the next 48 minutes. we are for opening kickoff. As we get this thing started, they didn't kick it deep enough as KJ Hamler probably would have took it out regardless. We got to start with a good kickoff return here and already getting us out almost to the 30. Hold that block a little bit longer. We probably would have been looking at 6 to start off the game. As we know, KJ Hamler is going to be elite back there returning those kicks, but he at least turns it over to an elite offense. Anthony Richardson, MVP on the season, almost 5,200 yards, 50 touchdowns, only 22 interceptions. I say only 22 because he had 22 last year with way less stats in the other categories. So I'd say that's an improvement at least here. So we're going to go ahead with a triple option here to go ahead and start the game out right. Jonathan Taylor will go ahead and catch the pitch and go up the sideline, shrugging off one, but getting taken down by the second defender. Great pursuit there. They're only limited to a 31-yard gain when it could have been 6. So we're going to go ahead and keep things into his hands here. As I told y'all, we're going to really look on this running game to lean in or the medium passing game to keep things at linebacker level here. Anthony Richardson will roll to his right, finds his receiver. That's Josh Downs, the lead man that's going to be today. #1 slot, but will be on the outside too occasionally here. You know, Michael Pittman Jr., we're looking to go ahead and let him go one-on-one. Not able to make the catch over the top. So it'll be really interesting to see how the game differs with him being on the outside and not the inside here. Throw goes out to Kyle Pitts. We still have him as a weapon as he trucks his way forward for a gain of 8. It's Jaquez Hamilton going down with an injury. Defensive tackle, the rookie. Gonna go get seen off to the side. Looks like it won't be that bad. He's gonna stay on the field at least to get looked at. So maybe we'll see him come his way back into the game. But Jonathan Taylor is gonna go ahead and see his way to this first down, trucking his way forward. Love the offensive calls here so far. Nice and short pass game here. Run game looking phenomenal. As Kyle Pitts is going down with an injury too as well. Uh-oh. We didn't even run to his side. How did you get hurt? Is he going to at least? Yes, okay. Staying on the field. No trainers looking by him. We might be okay. So it looks like we won't be missing it for the game, but we will have to go here when we have to go 2 tight ends or 3 tight ends, you know, without him. So 3rd and 3 here after that run goes almost nowhere. For Jonathan Taylor trying to cut it back, we'll go into the pass here, dropping, looking, finds Jelani Woods for the catch and gets us into goal line territory. 4 yards away from pay dirt. Looks like it'll be a little RPO handoff here. Is Jonathan? Oh my goodness, that boy too strong. Jonathan too strong. Taylor trucks his way into the end zone and celebrates with the teammates as he's able to just roll in for the first touchdown of the postseason. We could have easily passed that off to the side, but we just let Taylor take it in himself. And I mean, the hole opened up wide for him. I don't know what 52 is doing. He's probably regretting all life choices right now as he goes and looks at the sky and then the ground and then Taylor's backside. And it is just a shoulder strain here for Kyle Pitts. So we can go ahead and bring him back in. Don't have to worry about that. I mean, this is postseason time. We don't want him too hurt. But it is medium risk here, so let's go ahead and bring him back in. Plus, we're on defense here. Maybe we can get a long, drawn-out drive here from Freeman. 3,400 yards, 25 touchdowns, 15 INTs on the year. We'll see how much they leave on Jacobs, though, in the backfield. Or are they going to let him sling it? Barry Sapp did have a good game running the ball against us, unfortunately. So it would probably be best for them to go on the ground. But here early, they're going to start on the air. Going to Michael Myers for the incomplete catch there. 2nd and 10 now. Pocket looking clean. Rolls to his left. Finds Devontae Adams over the middle of the field. About an 18-yard gain that time with the catch wide open on the in route. So they're going to come back here with another RPO. Go right back to Devontae Adams and let him keep cooking. Not enough for the first, but they'll keep the drive moving. 2nd and 5 under center. Another play action bid here. Finds Devontae Adams open deep. That is 3 targets, 3 catches, and a touchdown for number 17. Raiders on the board here early, answering right back and quickly. After Michael Myers dropped the first pass, it was 3 straight passes to Adams and a touchdown off of it. Just one-on-one coverage on the outside. I think that is that Vince? That is Vince Anthony. One of our best man coverage corners, but constantly getting beat by the better receivers and man-up press. Still have yet to be able to figure out that problem here, but Anthony Richardson will roll out and he'll solve the problem with his offense. It's Jelani Woods showing the shiftiness. You wouldn't think he's able to juke like that, but honestly, he's probably one of our best juking tight ends, even over Kyle Pitts. He's able to go and juke us to our side of the field. So we are at the 35 now after Anthony Richardson doesn't find much room on the read option. So we'll come back with a pass. Pocket looking clean, throws it out to the corner, and that's Jonathan Taylor with the toe tap swag. Barely able to get the toes in. keeping the heels off the ground so they don't touch out of bounds. We're going to roll to the right again, and I see nothing but green grass, daylight, as Richardson will get tackled out of bounds at the 3. Well, he was trying to set up a juke, just did a little bit too slow. And first and goal, I'm seeing 1-on-2. So you know we got to throw it over there. Honestly, probably should have went to the flats because he was wide open. But Josh Downs able to catch a touchdown. Answering Devontae Adams right back, getting into the end zone and giving us our lead right back. Because we really did have our choice of options there. Alec Pierce was open in the flats as 52 only decided to follow Downs. They didn't have any other linebacker or defender out there. Now, as we go back to the Raiders on offense, and this will not be more so full coverage, y'all. Like, this is a postseason. We're going to try to show every single drive, whether something's happening or not. And here it looks like nothing is going to happen as we knock that ball loose from Devontae Adams. This time, Vince playing that tight coverage. And 3rd and 10, he's going to go under center. 3 tight ends on the field. Looking, rolling to the right. He will throw this one away before taking the sack. And just like that, it's a 3 and out, giving the ball back to the O. 3 minutes left to go still in the first quarter. We're going to go ahead and toss this out on the RPO to Alec Pierce. As Marcus Kershaw now, the other rookie defensive tackle, is going to go down with an injury for the Raiders. He's just on the sideline getting his arms checked out. So it looks like he might be able to come back to this game and be fine. I think I do see their other rookie back in the game. But I also see that dot over the middle of the field as Alec Pierce is wide open. Slot DB was not able to keep up with him. And he ran a perfect route to find space on that. We're going with another RPO here. This one thrown right at the face of number 9. I don't know how he didn't pick that one off, but we'll just be glad he didn't. And we'll step back into the pistol to give us a little bit more time here. Hand off to Jonathan Taylor. We went away from the run game a little bit, and now it's back. Not in for big carries, though. 3rd and 7. Going split back formation here. Zach Moss is on the field. Throw will go out, though, to Alec Pierce as it gets knocked out of his hands. Great coverage there on the back end by the safety. And we'll have to just go and settle for our 3 points here. Kick will be up and good from the 35-yarder. Able to easily make that one in, and we'll make it a 2-possession lead here, as it is now 17-7 for Indianapolis Colts, giving the ball back to Freeman. So I've yet to see much of Jacobs, either in the pass or run game. It's been all pass here, though, for Freeman. Just slinging the ball all over the field. 2nd and 5, going under center here with the I formation, play action again. It's not going to work if you don't run the ball, though, as we get in the backfield. Kwity Paye for the sack. Try to roll out to his right into Kwity Paye's arms. And 3rd and 12 here, probably the last play before the end of the first quarter. He's going to roll out again. Kwity Paye's giving chase, but he will throw it away. No penalty marker down this time, so good resiliency to not go up and hit the quarterback on that play. As we'll take things to the second. Still with our 2-possession lead, we're going right back to that split back formation for Zach Moss to get the first 15-yarder. We'll answer it right back up with the empty formation here. Looking to pass, and I don't know why Richardson tried that one. I see the vision. If you pass lead it forward, maybe with a lob, maybe Pierce runs under it, but he's not the fastest receiver. So I got to question the ability to throw that one down the field. It leads to an interception and a quick pass there to John Michie III, making his first appearance here today against this old team. Getting the Raiders all the way up into plus territory now already. We've got to roll out to the left by Freeman as he gets his running back there. That's Josh Jacobs finally making his first play today. And it comes in the pass game. And here we go, I formation again. Are we going to see another play action read here? No, this one's going to actually be tossed out. We're going to see him get to carry the ball a little bit. And I mean, if that's all you're going to get, I understand why you wouldn't want to run the ball either. As Blackman's able to get him back for a gain of 1. Got 3rd and 9 here. Looking. Has all day to throw, so he's just going to run it up the middle, taking it all the way, and he dives into the end zone. Freeman. I don't know how he was able to do that when the pocket just cleared open for him. No pressure, and then nobody was up the middle watching the slant routes go across. So he took full advantage, ran up, and dove into the end zone without fumbling. Got to give it to him. That man has balls of steel. We'll go right back to the Colts offense, though, here. About 7 minutes left in this first half. Jonathan Taylor is trying to get active again. 2 back-to-back big body runs. 8 carries, 67 yards on the day already. As you see down below, the Bengals went ahead and took care of the rookie quarterback in New York, beating them 31-23. So not a badly fought game for the rookie, but his season will come to an end in the divisional round. Gets a wild card playoff win, at least gets his first career playoff win, but will lose to the Bengals in the second round. And that means whoever wins this game will be seeing Cincinnati in the AFC Championship. Now, no games on the NFC side have started yet or commenced yet, so no idea what's going on that side. But they will go ahead and hand this off to Jacobs. As here in 3rd and 6, that run was not able to go anywhere. Like we might see some man coverage here from the Colts. That's exactly what it is here, but the pressure is going to get to the quarterback's face, and that is a good sack there at the 2-minute warning. Couldn't see who that was in to make the play, but back-to-back punts on both offenses is kind of stalled out here. We got about a minute and a half left to go in the first half. Can we get some points up here for the Colts as that passes over the middle and taken down? 3rd and 1 by Max McCain here. Looks like they're going to hurry back to the line. Looking up the middle and nowhere to go. 4th and 2. They don't want to risk it and give the Raiders good field position, so they're just going to punt it back. And then as we go back to the Raiders, they're going to try to score, use their timeouts with 40 seconds left to maybe get 3 to tie this game up. In the backfield, shotgun formation. Wide open is Devontae Adams as he gets taken down by 2. We got 30 seconds left to go, and they will go to use a timeout here, so no more timeouts. If we can stop them in play, they got to run a hurry up here. 28 seconds left to go. They're not going to look to spike it with 16. I don't know if I like the decision. They let too much time drip off, so Freeman's going to look, stay in the back so he can throw the ball, and he'll just have to throw it away. 7 seconds left. Still time to get a little bit more position, but you got to get out of bounds here. Not enough time to spike it. And instead of that, we'll get a sack. Samson Abukum, the AFC leader in sacks, will get in the backfield this time. Great read there to get Freeman on the ground. And because of that, we're going to go ahead and enter the half up 17-14. Great first half of football. I got to admit, I loved it. It's a defensive bout. And something we haven't seen too often this season. Normally, one or two of the offenses, either our offense is going off, the other team's going off, which has happened like once where ours isn't, or both teams are going off. And here today, we actually see the defense is putting in work. Basically even snaps on both sides. The score is pretty much even. And we know that the winner of this is going to play the 2 seed. So, I mean, if the Raiders win, Bengals get home field. If we win, we're coming back at home to face Cincinnati. So I love it. Let's go ahead and hop into the second half here. Already a little bit of the ways through. Still the offenses are going out slow here with about 8.5 to go. Almost got a fumble that would have been scary. Thankfully, Jonathan Taylor is able to back up his QB. But on 2nd and 15 afterwards, we're going to roll to the left. Anthony Richardson's looking downfield. He fires this one over the top. He's got Max McCain with the catch, juking his way inside. And he is down. We've seen a lot more of him than Kyle Pitts, so I would, oh, never mind. There goes Kyle Pitts right there. Maybe we're just in our 2 tight end set. I was worried that he was still over there on the sidelines. This one gets tossed out. Nobody's going to get it, but Jonathan Taylor later recovers it. Another bad or almost bad triple option play there. So we're just going to go stick with just direct handoffs here. So we got to dive up the middle, going nowhere for Taylor. Clean pocket. Throw goes out. Alec Pierce with the catch, but gets hit immediately. So on 4th and 3, we'll have to see what the Colts do this close. You knew Coach Cooper was going to go for it here. They need to get this first. Throw will go out. That's Max McCain yet again. Another clutch grab on a clutch down. Gets us to the 1-yard line and a chance to increase this lead by a lot. 1st and goal here. That formation is looking nice and runnable. Handoff up the middle will be a read option. Man, it even got me. Robert Spillane will go down with an injury, but that's a touchdown for the Colts, making this lead back up to 2 scores, 24-14. And the Colts actually get the ball back here as we are now in the 4th quarter. Still no offense from the Raiders since the early parts of the game. But now we are seeing the Colts go for the kill here. One more score could be the dagger they need. And Tutu Atwell now on the field, making that play up the field. 2nd and 9 here. Rolling to his right side, has all day to throw. Finds his receiver. You know, it's Josh Downs there making the catch. 5th in sacks on the season, only 2 today. Same amount that we have, honestly. And we're going to do a read option here, getting up the middle for the first down. We are in the postseason. No need to really take things too seriously here. We don't need to run up the score drastically. We eat up as much time as we need to. Dropping back, looking, fires it over the middle, and that's probably why we should have ran out the clock. It's an interception by the linebacker over the middle of the field. Walker Jr. able to get the interception that time, giving the Raiders back the ball, keeping the Colts out of the end zone, and keeping it a 2-score game. As we're coming closer and closer to the end of this ball game, throw will go out to Devontae Adams. Tackle shy of the sticks, but not before gaining 8. 7 minutes to go in the game. Handoff will go up the middle. DeForest Buckner's in the backfield, you know it. Jacobs 12 for 21 on the day. He has not been eating, but DeForest is in that mode. He's going to drop back, looking, fires it on the run over the middle. It's almost picked off by Pierre Collins. We love to see an interception there, but because he doesn't, they're going to go for it on fourth. You got to. 6.5 left to go. Freeman looks and fires to a wide open Davante Adams, spinning unnecessarily to at least let us be able to tackle him before he gains too much. But they'll get a new set of downs here, handing it off to Jacobs to the outside. Big body run for another first down. The runs are not their best friend. I mean, you see we are now under 5 minutes left to go in the game. They still need to score twice. They do have all their timeouts, so I guess you're not too pressed here. Throw goes to the corner. Adams one-on-one, and he catches it before going out of bounds. John Peppers in covers that time. At least knocks him down so that way he doesn't take it all the way up the field. And then going right back out to the flats. That's another catch for the first. I think that is the fullback there making the play. So they're in the red zone. 20 yards to go to pay dirt. Great block to get DeForest Buckner out of the way, but still no running room as it's only a gain of 4. Franklin's there to make the play. 2nd and 6. We're almost under 4 minutes to go. Looking. Freeman's trying to get out of the pocket. He rolls out, and he will get taken down by 2 defenders there. Great play by Bell and Franklin to go ahead and make the tackle. It is now 3rd and 4 as Freeman's still dropping back. Finds Davante Adams over the middle of the field. That man has been unstoppable, it seems like. They're going no huddle to try to score as quickly as possible, so we're only down to 3.5 minutes to go. They're at the 5, looking over the middle, and it's caught. Michael Meyer able to make the play over the middle of the field. I don't know how he did it, but he's in the end zone, and it makes it back to a 3-score game. It's 21-24, and the pressure now on the Colts. They have to get something here. Great juke move by Jonathan Taylor. And his team was probably trying to play around, just get into the next round, but we still see some fight here from the Raiders. Great RPO read there as Alec Pierce is able to catch this one, break through one, and finally get taken down after an 8-yard gain. 384 yards given up on the day for the 10th best defense in the league. As we're going to run one more play here to end the 2-minute warning, just to try to run off a little extra time, if we can. 1:58 to go. Handoff. Taylor gets the first down, but there is a flag on the field. Great juke move, by the way. But this could not count. That could have been all for nothing here. We'll have to see what the laundry on the field is. It's going to be holding. Holding on Quentin Nelson, the left guard. And on 3rd and 12, they need a first down here. It's intercepted. They tried to go to Kyle Pitts over the seam, trusting the sure-handed tight end, but it did not work this time. 1st and 10, we got 1:50 to go. And if they get into field goal range, this is a tie game. If they score a touchdown, this could be over. They got all 3 timeouts, but so do the Colts. Freeman, in the biggest drive of his life, will get sacked on 2nd and long, causing the Raiders to use one of their timeouts. It's 3rd and 21. Throw goes out to Davante Adams, juking his way forward and making it 4th and manageable. They use their 2nd timeout. You know they're going to go for it. This could be for the game here if we can stop them. Jacobs up the middle, big run. Nobody was in the middle of the lane. Nobody able to stop him. And they're going no huddle now. Only 1:17 left to go. They're in field goal range. So this could be seeing overtime at the worst. Drop back, throws it out to the out route. That's John Michie III. Stopping the clock for them at the 9. I formation, handoff, goes up the middle. We have Jacobs locked up in the backfield at the 3. They're going to go ahead and use hurry up here. 50 seconds left to go. Freeman dropping back, looking. He'll take it off himself. Nobody's going to come up for the play. It's Peppers. The rookie tackles him in the end zone. And are you serious? Is this how it ends? You can see the sadness on their face. Taylor, Jelani Woods, they're looking in disbelief as the Raiders have not had a lead all game. They've been held scoreless for most of the second half and finally come back to deliver a touchdown when it matters the most. There's 45 seconds left on the clock, and the Colts need a touchdown. Now, you know they're not going to kick this one short, so it's going to start with that man, KJ Hamler. How deep can he get his team out of this end zone? He's going to try to push it. We're at the 20, going up to the 30, stumbling his way forward, and he at least gets us to the 31-yard line. 40 seconds to go. What can Anthony Richardson do? Well, he's going to start with a triple option. Going out to the right. He's got plenty of room to run. He throws it out ahead of him, and that's Taylor with the catch, but there's some laundry on the field again. What could this possibly be? They're going to get him for a forward pass on a triple option? I guess they're going to say he went backwards and Taylor was not in front of him. So what they're going to do here, play action read, and Kyle Pitts is wide, but booty naked open. The Raiders probably saw another chance for another triple option just to get some yardage. It's easy. They go with the play action and it works. Throw over the middle of the field again to Max McCain this time. The tight ends are running those seams beautifully and they're going no huddle. There's 10 seconds left on this clock. They only have time for maybe one more play. They have 2 timeouts. Anthony Richardson's going to run to his right. He's looking for 3, and there's 3 seconds on the clock that he scores. Anthony Richardson, trusting his legs, the team coach trusting him, calling to hurry up because he knew he saw something he liked, and Richardson just takes the game into his own hands, rolls to the right. Nobody's there. Could have threw it easily, but gets a great block by Kyle Pitts, boxing his man out of the way. And with 3 seconds, they take the lead back. Just like that, 42 seconds it took them to score. They've been quiet too as well. They finally showing their defensive might or their offensive might to score quickly. Scores in 42 seconds and takes the lead right back from the Raiders. This game is a crazy, amazing game. It's going to come down to a Hail Mary throw that's nowhere near deep enough, and it's going to be your ball game. And wow, this was a shootout. Their first game of last year's playoffs was a shootout as well. If you guys haven't seen that video, make sure you go back and check it out. But last year's first game of the postseason was a shootout just like this, where it came down to the last drive. Thought we might see overtime and didn't. This one, same way. At least this time, the Raiders had the lead at the end of the game. And I can't lie, I thought it was over. I thought we were one and done, which would have been a terrible way to end the series. But, you know, there's nothing I can do about it. But here today, they dropped that 14 in the fourth quarter. We dropped that 17 in the first, and that extra field goal ends up being the difference. Being able to take our 3 and not try to go for it and be risky. So, shout out to the offense, man. Way more yards than they had, 450 overall, 649 really total. 3 turnovers, though, even put them in a position to compete. But at least we were 5 for 5 in the red zone, 4 of those being touchdowns. So, I'll take that. 24 minutes on the time of possession. I love that, too, as well. And then Jacob Freeman, 21 for 31, a great game, 315 yards, 2 touchdowns. The only thing Richardson did was have 1 less completion, almost 30 less yards, and 3 more interceptions. Running the ball, Josh Jacobs, 16 for 63. Taylor, 16 carries, 113. That's the difference in the 2 skill levels there as he gets a touchdown. Anthony Richardson scores 2 as well, and Freeman rushes in for 2 as a quarterback, trying to match up with him. I don't know why we couldn't stop Devontae, but 9 for 141. Shout out to him. Max McCain, the rookie, carrying the way today, 4 for 73. Shout out to the rook. Downs catching the only touchdown pass for us, and Kyle Pitts, you know, he was hurt for a good majority, but he did have those clutch catches there at the end. Now, shout out to 10 tackles by Blackman, 5 TFLs for Quiddy, 4 for DeForest Buckner, 2.5 sacks for both of them as well, and then 1 for Samson and Bukum. Defensive line was going stupid crazy in the backfield today, getting both the quarterback and running back, and we were able to get the dub here. So John Pepper's getting an upgrade after the game, post-game. So why not go ahead and just upgrade him and keep making him as good as possible here. He's got 87 on his man, 82 on his zone. Those are both still in the 80s without the boost. 83 on his press, still in the 80s without the boost. So we'll just go ahead and work here man to man. Keep getting what he's good at better. We'll go ahead and go +2 to his man coverage, 82 overall. You already knew we were seeing the Bengals, but on the NFC side, looks like the Packers take down the Falcons 35-21. The 49ers take down the Lions 31-14. So it'll be the 1 seed versus the 4 seed. And we could end up seeing a rematch against the 49ers for the championship, man. And you remember how bad they embarrassed us? I want that game back if we can. And Green Bay looked good too. So, I mean, it's going to be a good team that we play in the Super Bowl. If we look at the Bengals-Jets game, it ended up being 31-23. 14 points scored in that fourth quarter. So great comeback by the Bengals. Joe Burrow, 279 and a touchdown through the air. Mixon, 87 and 2 touchdowns. So he's not doing too bad in the backfield. Not a 100-yard game, but it's all right. T. Higgins looks like be their main target for today's game. Josh Oliver as well, right behind him. Not using Chase as much, but he's still going to be something we got to worry about. So Cincinnati will be coming up next, and hopefully we're able to catch the dub and get to another Super Bowl. But if you guys are ready for that game, leave a like, comment, and subscribe for your boy. I will obviously catch you guys in that next video, man. I hope you guys are enjoying the series as much as I'm enjoying making them for you guys. And MLB, don't worry, I know I say it every video, but it is on the way. I got my team in mind, and y'all won't believe who it is. So I'll catch you guys in that next video, man. It's me, your boy SGG, aka the King of Games, aka Coach Cooper. And I'll see you guys in the next one, man. I'm going for the day. Later.